I think my camera's on. I always wait for the little green, like, indicator. So, this is a channeled or downloaded message from the middle of the night. The last 2 nights in a row, I've been waking up around 2:48, 3 a.m. Maybe it's the last 3 nights-ish. Well, anyway, doesn't matter. I'm also like gearing up to start my cycle. So it's like one of the most tender emotional times for me where I'm really sensitive and I have to do a lot of self-soothing and making sure that I'm picking the right thoughts. Because it's easy to go down the road of catastrophe when you're a lady and you're in this time of month. So, with all these feminine vibes, this is not a digression from the topic. Sometimes when I start to talk, I feel like my heart starts racing. So that's why I've been sighing lately. I feel like my cortisol is spiking. And I don't want to feel rushed. I'm a Mars in Taurus. This is not the comfortable place for Mars. Mars loves fire, loves spark, loves blood. Taurus is the slow-ass bull until you piss him off, but it takes him a long time to get there. Usually leans towards passive aggression, although I've been working on that most of my life. So I'm into healthy confrontation these days. I try to communicate my emotions instead of explode over time. And then, like, make people wonder why I was upset in the first place because I didn't communicate. I'm working on that. But femininity. So maybe this is for the girls. Maybe the boys need to hear this too. But I just got the message. Sometimes I sit there because I'm like laying in bed trying to fall back asleep. And I'm selecting good thoughts to think. So instead of going through what if scenarios or making shit up in my mind that doesn't exist. Hello, Ashley. Good to see you. I love you. I'm talking about a download I got last night. So just reiterating, since I actually have you in chat. Since I was awake in the middle of the night, I was trying to select my thoughts and make sure I wasn't going down the track of anxiety or some sort of negative vibration. Because I'm gearing up for my cycle. You know how it is. Lady time. It's easy to lose it. So, I asked Spirit, what could I be of service for today? Because sometimes if I'm in that space where it's sort of like liminal, it's, what is it, theta? Where you're half in, half out of sleep. I try to communicate with the other side in that area, and sometimes nothing comes of it. Sometimes something does, but I try to utilize any type of consciousness level that I have. So, I got an image of one of the tarot cards and a really strong sacral urge, a really strong solar plexus pull to bring this up in topic. So, this is the card that I got told to talk about. This is the Empress. You can see she's Venus, basically, ruled. Now, the symbolism inside this card, this particular card, is really echoing a lot of what I've been talking about this last week as well. Slowing down, putting yourself first, positive affirmations, enoughness, imposter syndrome, all these things are all they're all sewed together. All these messages link together from day to day to day because I get in the zone with Spirit and they're all coming from the same place. So the Venus energy, she's about creation, art. She literally is the portal between life and death, because she, you know, a lot of interpretations of this card is that she's pregnant. Like, this is a pregnancy gown. She's got all these wheat fields around her, so there's a promise of harvest. There's luxury, wealth, symbolized by red. The yellow behind her is always a symbol of joy in the tarot cards. She's got a star crown. There's only a few types of cards that have a star crown in it. So she's a celestial gift. There's a river right here. And it's sort of just altogether, it's fertile. It's juicy. It's easy. That's one of the things that I've been getting stressed to talk about by Spirit, is we get locked in so hard to this sensation that we have to earn every fucking thing that we get given. We have to absolutely, yes, put in action. We have to manifest with action. We can't just sit on the couch and wait for things to happen and visualize it, because it doesn't work that way. More sitting begets more sitting, right? We have to move the energy as we go. We continue to write affirmations. We continue to stay on point. See, yeah, this is, you know, church, right? Like, this is all connected last night as something I needed to sit here and talk about. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad it's doing the right thing for you. We can't... This is a symbol of being easy and sitting on the couch, okay? So what am I saying? Like, of course we have to have action to make sure that we provide ourselves with the energy of this abundance, of fecundity, harvest. Work had to be done for this wheat field to grow. It didn't just happen. She didn't just, you know, whether or not she got help, she's the Empress. She can get help. You know, people are falling over their hands and feet just to do something for her because it makes her happy. Dig? Are you understanding what I'm getting at? All right, but she has to behave in a certain way. She has to communicate her desires. She has to embody this abundance in order to be able to sit in it. So she's done a significant amount of work. In ways, this could be a planchette, like as in a Ouija board, or this might, you know, be a musical instrument. What do we know? Like, it's a symbol of feminine inner peace, although this could go for men as well. Like, the main message, the words that I heard last night, knowing the symbolism in this card without having to break it down to myself. Alls I heard and I understood, right? It happens in a quick moment when you're getting a download. I got a picture of this card in my mind's eye. And the words said, you have to learn to ask for more. We don't know. We get locked into this humble sense of working towards our goals, right? We get associated in our minds with work equals money. Work equals money, right? No, honey. Money equals money. Being yourself, being abundant, doing whatever you have to do to embody the abundance. That means self-care. That means drinking your water. That means going to bed properly. That means taking care of your body. That means crying when it's time. That means putting yourself first. These are all the actions that the Empress would take. She makes sure she gets her pedicures. She makes sure she gets her nails done. She makes sure she does anything for her body that it's asking for from her, including to clean up her diet. This one is in alignment with her highest good, and she's receiving the abundance from her personal assistant. That's a term from you, Ashley. God is your personal assistant. The universe is your personal assistant, she said. My friend Ashley. So people who are watching this, I'm crediting her for that because it clicked and it's stuck with me forever. So all you need to do, this is what I heard last night. God, the universe, wants us to learn how to ask for more, and that can be hard when we are conditioned to be small and humble. The work in this card, the actions you need to take, embodied in this card, are all about taking up more space with ease. We are used to negative rampages. We are used to talking about things we don't like, the things we don't want to see happening over and over again in our lives. It's just like a human thing. It's easier to do than to go on positive rampages and talk about how we want to feel. How we want to feel is much more important than what's going on right now. And if we don't take actions towards how we want to feel, if we don't give ourselves positive, true affirmations backed up by positive action, we'll never feel this sense of ease on the inside and start seeing it unfold in our reality. So Venus is in Taurus right now. Taurus is Venusian. It is the earthy expression of Venus. We have 2 signs ruled by Venus. The other one is Libra. That's the more airy version. She's very masculine, really. It's the masculine side of Venus in Libra. There's a more Saturnian element to the Libran expression of Venus. Now, I feel like there's a little bit of a co-rulership. I agree with Sensei Chris Witecki about this. Taurus is co-ruled by Earth, along with Venus. Earth itself is inside Taurus. Energy. Like the planet Earth. We don't count planet Earth often enough because we are on Earth, but we should talk about it more. So this is a sense of where we're at. This is a you are here sign. This is a you are here and you should ask for more sign. We might not understand how to dream big because maybe we grew up in a really poor area. Maybe we had lack. Maybe we were hungry. Maybe all we had to eat was Chef Boyardee from the 99-cent store for a year. Done that. Wanted to die. Had a really bad vitamin D level after that too. I was suffering with you guys in the trenches. We've all had ups and downs, but those downs can pull on our mindset so much that we forget what good feelings feel like, and we get addicted to that cycle of stress. That cortisol spike. That's not what she's about. Yeah, see, our parents and conditioning make it difficult for us to feel luxury at our core. God wants us, Spirit wants us, our personal assistant is literally begging for us to learn how to ask for more for ourselves, from ourselves and for ourselves. I'm getting, I got this download last night after talking about wanting to go to Dubai. But I said, I don't want to go to Dubai with the financial status that I have right now. I want to go to Dubai and be wealthy and be able to truly enjoy myself. That's the type of energy I'm talking about in this card. We need to ask for more. I don't know how I'm going to get to Dubai. My mom never would have wanted to go to Dubai. My dad would have never wanted to even think about going to Dubai. But I think it would be fun to understand what true drip, true luxury, true state-of-the-art life would feel like. I would probably get sick of it, I like to be in the dirt. I like my nature. I like to be in the woods, Venus. But you get what I'm saying. We don't ask for nearly enough from the universe. We just think, I'm doing better than I was last year. I'm happy for me. Good. You're moving energy. But are you experiencing the timeline of hardship, or are you experiencing the timeline of asking for more than you've ever had in your entire life? So that's the message. I could just go on and repeat the same message, but I think I laid down the terms pretty well. If you don't know how to start there, you should just be happy with what, okay, that's very Taurus. Okay, good point. You should be happy with what you have. Taurus. Okay. But what if you are in gratitude about what you have? I have is Taurus. You have a Taurus moon, Ashley. So this is perfect. Okay. Be happy with what you have. That doesn't mean continue to stay there. That means, sure, I have more than I ever have had in my life, but I'm not going to stay in a mediocre of just there. That's mediocre. Like, cool. I'm happy with what I have, but I also have more desires. And the more creative you get with your desires, that's Venus. Okay? I think people who say you should be happy with what you have and leave it there are truly afraid to hold the energy of more. For whatever reason, they were lied to at some point in their own lives about what they had the capacity to hold. Like some people like to poo-poo immense wealth. And I truly believe that comes from a place of disbelief that you could hold that energy. People have fear of success, having to hit that mark every single time. I know I work for some people like this. They would rather fuck around and be a little mediocre, hide sometimes, than truly face aspects of themselves that would cause expansion and growth. So it really has to come from a place of balls and confidence and like stubbornness. Like, no, that's fine for you to be happy with what you have and stop. I like nice things. I want more nice things. I don't want one high-end outfit. I want a closet full of really good stitching. I want a closet full of clothes that will last. I want a closet full of high thread count sheets, in my linen cabinet. I want fine stitching. I want good fabrics. I want a yacht. I want a fucking walk-in closet for those clothes. I don't want to have to check my bank account to get those clothes. I want to be able to get a fucking travel agent. I want to call them. And I want to say, I want to be booked tonight to go to Greece to have dinner. I want to go. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm still happy with what I have, but I still also want more. That's Venus, Venusian activity. Just because you're happy with what you have doesn't mean you shouldn't strive to top yourself every day. See what I'm saying? That's what the message really is. Like, conservation's fine, but I don't think we need to bring personal conservation into this new era. I'm not talking about sustainability for the globe. Okay? I'm talking about conservative mindsets on what you deserve for the future and in your present. How do you really want to feel? Are you satisfied with the bare minimum? I don't know anybody who's truly satisfied with the bare minimum. I know people who are convincing themselves that they're okay with it. Maybe some people, they're not in my field I don't speak to these people. Girl, you can always come back and watch this anytime. I'm always here for a phone call too. I love you. Go kick ass. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Okay, so you get my point. I think I was in the middle of another point, but Why do we lock ourselves into conditioning like this? It doesn't mean that you're ungrateful to want more. I guess that's my whole diatribe, my whole rant. Why do we feel bad for demanding higher standards out of life, out of our experiences? Don't be afraid to ask for more. Anyway, I love you guys. It's Thursday. I'm excited for the surprises around the corner. I love you guys. I said that already, but I'm going to go now. Take care.